As to yourselves and to everything you've all accomplished and we've all accomplished, thank you for being a part of this team. I hope you'll continue for many, many more. I appreciate you all.
500! Paternity Court, 500 shows. Congratulations.
Anyone that watches our show, I will say, I hear this countless times. They say, I had never seen your show before, and then I was scrolling through the stations, and I stopped, and I looked, and then you went to commercial. And they always say that because this show is so engaging. You get caught in it. I mean, I sit at the bench. If I'm at home and I turn on the show and I'm able to be home, I can't stop watching it. And half the time I know what's going to happen. But it really is engaging because it's real life stories. It's things you can relate to. People seeking redemption, answers, the truth. So if you are a person that has been in a relationship, and I think we all have, this show is for you. If you are a human being with a heart that loves children, that appreciates your life with your parents or the experience you had, or even more importantly, if you have not had that experience and it's something you're dealing with and working through, there's food for you in this show. You know, we try to feed a level of soul food through this show that people can digest. And it's in a very real way by using real people that have gone through real things, myself included, and allowing people to see the possibilities, the limitless possibilities that life has when you confront issues head on. Oh my goodness. You know, it's about being open, and it's about honestly meeting people where they are. You know, as a person, you know, when you're a lawyer, a judge, you've had so much education and truthfully so much opportunity. And when people come into your courtroom, you have to understand and have compassion that they may not have had that level of experience, either professionally, educationally, whatever it is. And you meet people in their space. And quite frankly, I find more often than not that I'm using this, my heart, even more than, you know, my brain and all of the degrees. It's really about meeting people here because at the end of the day, we all are people and we hurt the same. We need our parents, the love of our mother and father the same, and we all need support and encouragement to overcome obstacles in life. And that's really what our families are in here doing. And I know I have overcome many obstacles and will be overcoming many more. This is one of the biggest compliments I've had this year. I have had countless families come into the courtroom and say, I've had this situation for years and I didn't really know what to do and I didn't know to tell someone. And I was watching your show and I said, I want to come on this show because I respect the way they handle things. They say that I respect the way you handle things. I like the advice you give. And it seems like you really care about the people. That's the biggest compliment I can receive because that's the truth. And I am so glad that it comes through the television. You know, sometimes honestly here, I know we're making a television show, but I'm not. I'm just that person, that you know, attorney in the room, that mom in the room, that person, that woman in the room that just wants to understand how you got here, but more importantly, how can you get on a better track? Well, I always say we are running a courtroom, not a circus. We don't clown in here. And so while I give people room to share their experience, their emotions, sometimes, you know, I'll have, and I love my viewers because they'll write to me like, now you let that girl get out of hand, Judge Lake. You let her say too much. But honestly, a part of meeting people where they are is understanding. And sometimes I can look into someone's eyes and say, they don't feel like they've ever been heard. And so when they have that emotional moment, I just let them go there and be in that moment because sometimes they're not able to receive until they just let out. And so there's a myriad of ways I'm handling it at one time. It's almost like a juggler. I have a million balls in the air and I'm just trying to make sure that none of my people drop, like that they don't feel like I've dropped them, that they understand that they're important to the story and they're a piece of this puzzle. And we want to work this out and figure it out for them and then help them get the truth. And I think that comes across. And if it doesn't, I have my gavel and then I'll use that, of course.